Hi guys, welcome to Cooking Little. So I was looking for some more storage here for my pots and pans because I'm running out of room, and I haven't bought anything yet because, as you know, these dollhouse pieces can be quite costly, and I do like to make stuff as much as I can, just to save some money. So I haven't had a chance to purchase an item for that spot, and it's a very particular size that I needed too. So I haven't found anything that I wanted to use there. But I was at the dollar store and I found some dollhouse furniture for only $1, which I was surprised to see, but very glad. So I bought this piece here, but I was thinking, I could cut the legs down a little shorter, cut this piece here, and make the drawers work, and it would work perfectly for my space that I have, and it can hold a couple more pots on there while storing some underneath. But this would actually look really cute as it is, just painted, pick your favorite color that'll go in your dollhouse and paint it. It would be super cute and easy to do for a dollhouse, and it's only $1. So I'm going to go ahead and start using just some items I have around the house, some glue and paint, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open it. It's actually not that bad. It's really cute. If you just put a little bit of paint on this as it is, it would be adorable in your dollhouse. I'm going to go ahead and mark the spots I want to cut. Okay, so because of these two drawers, this is going to be the size of my table, where these two drawers are. So I needed to have a little extra space for the additional legs. That's going to go right here. And then a slight overlap of the tabletop. So I'll be cutting about right here. And I have a table downstairs that I'm going to go cut on, and also the legs. So this is what I have now. I cut that part at the top and then here. And I'm actually going to use some acetone to dissolve the glue that's holding all this together so I can pull it apart. So I have the drawer now in some acetone, and I'm trying to get the glue off here. I'm just going to kind of do all the areas where I want to pull it apart. Okay, so I'm going to see if this is actually working, because I don't know if it will. Okay, so it worked. A little scary there for a second, but as you can see, that came apart. Actually, I do want that still to come off, and this part too. So I'll continue to soak these drawers in the glue right here, so I can get that to come off. And I will try to pull this apart now. Let's see. Oh, that came off, yay! And this piece here, I'm keeping whole, so I'm not gonna fiddle with it. And try this again. Okay, that worked. Oh, and that's how I really wanted it to work in the beginning. It just came off very easily. Okay, so I actually need to cut a little bit more all the way through the table here. Okay, so I have it all cut. And I'm going to loosen the drawer now, doing the same thing I did before. I'm going to fill up the syringe and squirt it on there. I'm going to go along the edges of the drawers with this knife. And I think this will be perfect. So I'm actually just going to stop there for now. Oh, there we go. My whole table is rattling. I have all the little dollhouse items. Oh my gosh, I was not paying attention. So that worked. Needs to be a little smaller anyway. So I'm going to let this dry. Sand the drawer down on this side and sanding inside as much as I can. I'm going to sand everything and then go from there. I just sanded this side, and then this side I wanted them to kind of look a little more alike. And then the drawer here is now a good size. I'm going to need some thin wood to really make a nice drawer, and I don't have any, so I was thinking about making it out of cardboard. I'm just going to cut this off here. I'm going to cut this so it's a flat piece. I'm not going to need much of this at all. Okay, and now I'm going to measure the inside of this drawer. Okay, so now I'm just going to measure out the size I need and make a simple little box out of the cardboard for the drawer. Now I'm going to put the rest of the table back together. This is going to go right here, the rest of these legs. So see, this side and this side are the same. It's just the same piece from before. I'm going to do this and then clean it up while it's drying. Q-tips that I'm just going to clean it up with. And the paint will hold everything together as well once I get it all painted, which I am going to paint this when it's done. So I'm going to let that sit and stop fiddling with it. Okay, so I'm going to glue the drawer face onto the drawer here. This as best I can. Alright, so we've come to the fun part, and that is painting. I'm going to do a layered effect with the paint, so I'm going to do white, gray, navy, and then there's turquoise. In that order, I think. White definitely first, so here we go. test on my drawer one more time. It's a little snug now that I did all that painting. But so I'm going to make sure I sand inside, round, and alright, so time to start sanding. I'm just going to sand as much as I can. Probably a lot off camera, just so I can really get in there. Okay, so I didn't wait a long time in between the paint layers, and I didn't let it dry that well, which I thought was going to be a problem because it started to not really sand very smoothly, and these big pieces are coming up. But I like it. I like the way it looks. Sometimes this is one of those situations where a mistake actually works out. I'm trying not to overdo it. So it's picking up the gray and white. I don't see any navy. What layer was that again? That might have been the second layer. So that maybe it's just it's not getting that deep. And I might go along and try to get that in some spots. Maybe back here where no one's gonna see it. Just test it. But no. Anyway, but it looks so old and weathered right now. It looks like someone had the furniture in their lives and painted it over and over again throughout the years. And those layer of paints are falling off now, and it's just beautiful. I'm not going to go too overboard since it looks, it's looking very cool right now. I'm going to go ahead and actually test this out again. Keep testing that drawer. The drawer's not perfect. I gotta work at the drawer until it is a little more perfect than that. I'm gonna sand the bottom of the drawer. No, I'm just sanding cardboard, so can't go too crazy. So I'm going to be stopping here where I am. I'm just trying to get some of the little pieces off. But I did find a matte sealer that I'm going to go spray outside with this. But then I'll be 100% done and I'll put it in the dollhouse. Okay, so now it's the next day, and here's the finished piece. I sprayed it down. Well, first I sanded it down after letting it dry overnight, and I was able to sand all the little pieces that were falling off very easily, and it really made it like look really nice and clean. And then I sprayed it with some matte varnish, and I really like how it came out. It looks like just like a really old beat up piece of furniture that, sitting over here in the corner. It gets abused quite a bit with the pots and pans and next to the fireplace, and just a neglected little piece of furniture in this kitchen. So I'm gonna put my pots and pans on it. Put that there in my fridge. I had my fridge not glued down, but taped down, and I took it up to kind of squeeze this in. And now it's wobbly. So put that there. And I was going to put this underneath. Maybe. I'm still sorting out how I want to get it put together. Well, that fits underneath, and then I was going to put these lids over here. So the store I bought this at was at the Dollar Tree, and that is in the New England area. And I'm not sure where else they're located, but you might want to go check out your dollar store near you and see what they have for dollhouse furniture.